Good morning YouTube. When you are watching this video, the anniversary party has begun. This video is pre-recorded, as you can see here, around 5 hours before the event is starting. Unfortunately, the event starts at 4 AM my time, so I cannot really record it from the get-go. However, this video is going to focus on the limited edition box that you will get. You'll get a selection box. I'm not sure if we're getting it today in 5 hours, or if it's just like at the week, throughout the week. Maybe we need to do some quests. They used to do that last time. That was when we got the box with some heroes in it. We had to do some quests for maybe 6 or 7 days. You do a flip tile thingy where you need to flip tiles basically, and just do quests. Just do what they tell you to do for 6 days or so, and then you'll get the end game reward, which is the limited edition box. Now, what would you choose in this box here? What should you choose in this box? It depends a lot on your account. Let's just begin with speaking about which heroes you cannot choose from this box, and that's all the new ones. So it's Murong Jin. You cannot pick him. You cannot pick Irato. You cannot pick Sun Wukong, Beatrix, and yeah, that's the ones. You cannot pick those, but you can pick everyone else. Jingle Bell as well. You cannot pick Jingle Bell, but you can pick Lydia, Sansa, Pauline, Esther, all those kinds. Big Jack, Little Jack, and so with a Heng'e, which one should you go for then, and why? So if your account is totally new, if you started this week here because you saw some event or ad or something, and you saw the anniversary is coming, 2 years anniversary, this game looks great, it is a fantastic game, let me try it out. If you just started out, I can tell you that the hero that you should get is Santa. He's called Nicholas, but we just call him Santa. It's this dude here. Everyone refers to him as Santa, obviously, because he looks like a Santa, and it's called Nicholas, right? You should get this guy as your first limited edition hero from the box. Now, there are a few reasons for this, and I'll just go through those right now and then tell you what other options I believe you have if you already have Santa. Now, the reason Santa is a lot better than all of the other choices, there are a few reasons for it. First of all, his skill kit is fantastic for a beginning account, and even for an early game count, and even for a late game. Like, I use Santa in all my teams, all my dungeon teams. I use him absolutely everywhere. He is so great to have, and some of the reasons is his last skill here, Coming Surprise. What it does is actually freeze. It's an AoE freeze. And when you get some exclusives on him, you can pretty much chain cast this AoE freeze, because every time, it says here, if there are 2 or 3 enemies on the freeze status, reduces the Coming Surprises cooldown by 1 turn. If there are 4 or more, reduces its cooldown by 2 turns. So you can imagine in dungeons where there are always 5 enemies from the beginning on the waves, you will cast this one and it won't have a 2-turn cooldown, which is like nothing. It's so short, and you can pretty much, with a lot of speed, AoE freeze everyone, perma-freeze them. It's also very nice in PvP. What it also does is it also reduces the speed down on enemies. So it's kind of double dips. You freeze them, you put the speed down debuff, and it has only a 2-turn duration. And before they wake up again and they take their 2 turns, then they are frozen again, right? So that is excellent. Other than that, his passive is it's a passive that increases all the damage dealt by your attack-based heroes, and all your defense-based heroes will take less damage, and all your support will have more resistance. And that is very nice. Now, if you can get him to exclusive 3, which would be the primary goal to begin with for Santa, then he puts a Christmas apple on everyone. And this apple here, when you die, the apple gets removed and you get to live. You are going to get resurrected, you get immunity to this death, and you just basically have 1 more life, right? So it's a nice buffer. It's a nice fail-safe buffer. And other than that, you can see he has a lot in his skill kit. He's also bringing a 40% shield and a 40% speed buff. Now, so he has speed up, he has speed down, he has a freeze, he has a shield, he has a passive that makes everyone do more damage, and he also have on his basic attack effect rest down, which means your other characters can land their debuffs a lot easier. Now that is the one you would go for. Now he's actually, if you pick him from this box here, then you should know that you also have the possibility to get him from these diamonds here. When you have 20k of these diamonds that you get from this event here, then you can go into this shop here and you can pick this box where he's also in. So if you pick him as your first character, he's exclusive 0, then you slowly will build him throughout this box here when you progress in what's called cloister, elements cloister, right? Endless cloister, sorry. When you progress in this one, you get these purple things here. You also get it once per week if you get these 10k points down here. You get around, I think, 1000, maybe 1200 just from doing all of the weekly stuff. So in a few months you will have him at the exclusive 3 as one of your first heroes. Now, if you are not a beginning player, if you're mid game or you are an end game, obviously you probably know by now what limited hero you want from the box. It might be Lydia, it might be someone else, but I will still tell you that you need exclusive 3 on Santa first, and then you should go for Lydia. Go for Lydia exclusive 2 because she is the next big game changer. And what she does is actually every time she has stacked the buff 8 times, a special buff here, then she reduces all the cooldown of the allies. And other than that, she also got a permanent consolidation effect, which means you take a lot less damage. I think it's 40% less damage. And yeah, she's just great. And if you're a mid or end game player, you probably have already heard about this Lydia, so you probably know that you should pick her as your second choice for sure. And yeah, so I think other than that, other than Santa and Lydia, those two choices, I think if you have both of those, you have Santa at E3, you have Lydia at E2, then I think the next choice should actually be to try and get this here, Big Jack, as we call him, Jack and Roll. I believe he should be the next on your list to try and get. He's very usable at exclusive 0. I use him at exclusive 0, and he just needs, basically just needs exclusive 1. Also, I believe sometime soon we might get a rerun banner for him, where if you pull the Supreme and Excellent runes, you can get this guy also. So you might be able to snatch another copy of him there in the future here. Within the next 2 months, I believe you will definitely get this guy as a rerun. Perhaps when it's Halloween, I don't know. And so that is the order I would go for. So Santa, Lydia, and then go for 1 copy of Jack and Roll here. See if you can get him to exclusive 1. And so the ones I would avoid is actually Little Jack. He is very good. Now let me tell you, I'm not trying to misinform you here. He's very, very strong. If you have the other 3, sure, you should go for this guy. He has been power crept a little bit. And also because, like Santa, you can get him from the rainbow box here. So if you have already built Santa, then I think Little Jack is the next best thing. Obviously you would want 1 copy of Panda as well for your PvP teams. And Esther, she needs exclusive 3 to become really good, so it might also be a good idea to get a Panda exclusive. That is probably what I would go for. After the Big Jack, I would go for 1 copy of Panda, and then obviously if you have more copies of him, try to get him at exclusive 3 for PvP. That is primary for PvP. Now I'm mostly focusing on PvE heroes, and that is why I have Paulin rated a bit low for me, at least, and for a beginning account, because I don't think he can carry your account as much in the beginning and early game or mid game as some of the other choices can. So yeah, so that is the one I would go for, guys. Yeah, as I said, the reason with Little Jack is because he needs a few exclusives before he is good, and you can also buy him from the Rainbow Diamond store like slowly, and he is often in one of those boxes where you have 3 limited heroes choices in, like Little Jack, Santa and Paulin. So he's not as valuable as the other choices. I would definitely go with Santa, Lydia and then a copy of Big Jack for sure. Right guys, let me know what your thoughts are and what you're planning to go for. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you soon. Cheers, bye.